Welcome to the criminal imagination, where the gaslight flickers, the tea goes cold, and the crime is always one chapter ahead. Imagine a detective. Now make him an aristocrat. Give him a cane, a monocle, perhaps a Nietzschean philosophy, and place him in a Florentine villa. You haven't wandered into a satire, you have just met Philo Vance, the American answer to Britain's obsession with genteel sleuths. Vance, born from the pen name of S.S. Van Dyne, is less a man than an attitude in spats. He wasn't hunting crooks in alleyways, he was solving murder over sherry with a sneer. In an era that birthed the grit of Chandler and Hammett, Philo Vance lived in a world where deduction was a parlor game and murder was simply another intellectual challenge. But there were rules to this game, and one priest turned author tried to write them all down. Enter Father Ronald Knox. In 1929, this sharp witted cleric penned what he called the Detective Story Decalogue, 10 commandments for any crime writer worth their clue trail. Rule 5, no Chinamen. Rule 9, the stupid friend of the detective must not conceal any thoughts. Yes, even Watson had to play fair. What Knox captured, perhaps unintentionally, was the fragile compact between writer and reader. The detective story of the Golden Age wasn't about emotion. It wasn't about realism. It was about fairness. The story was a chessboard, and each character a piece, logged into roles that served a single sovereign, the puzzle. Take Marjorie Allingham's Flowers for the Judge. Set in a prim Edwardian publishing house, the murder of Paul Brand has all the ingredients: the secret affair, the mysterious pipe, and a glamorous American wife named Gina, painted with just enough shade to signal danger. The suspects aren't people as much as vectors, deliberately sculpted personalities built to serve suspicion. We are not meant to feel for them. We are meant to question them, to place them beside the clues and see who fits. But if Philo Vance was the peacock of puzzle detectives, Ellery Queen was the meta miracle. Crafted by cousins Frederick Danny and Manfred Lee, Ellery Queen was a detective, a narrator, and the author himself. A triangle of identities that dared the reader to step into the game directly. Their formula was unapologetically rigid. The clues weren't hidden, they were catalogued like museum specimens: left handed, smokes a pipe, male, around page 180. A formal declaration: you now have all the information, the game is on, can you beat Queen to the truth? Critics were divided. Some called it the zenith of crime fiction purity. Others saw it as most bloodless decline. After all, where was the heart, the psychology, the messiness of real motives? But Queen evolved. In the 1940s, his stories were changing. The puzzle stayed, but shadows deepened. In The Glass Village, Queen doesn't even appear. Instead, we find a lynched suspect and a town trembling with paranoia, an unmistakable nod to McCarthyism and fear driven justice. The detective of the Golden Age, once the god of logic, was becoming mortal. The clues remained, but something human was bleeding through the cracks. So here is the twist. Was the real mystery never who committed the murder, but why we are so desperate to solve it without feeling it? What's more satisfying to you in a detective novel, solving the puzzle or understanding the characters? Tell us your answer in the comments. Do you like what you have uncovered today? Then like, subscribe, and share with your fellow clue hunters. Until next time, may your clues be fair, your suspects well dressed, and your endings always earned.